guys, welcome to the Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. Well, we're talking Alzheimer's drugs, and I spoke about a couple before, and I'm going to speak about a new one at the end of the video that I think has more potential than any of the others I spoke about before. Here I spoke about Pfizer's Alzheimer drug, Enbrel, could reduce risk by 64%. Now, the thing is, a lot of companies utilise a drug meant for one thing for another. Now, mouthwash was originally supposed to be for an engine degreaser, and Viagra was originally supposed to be for heart problems and blood pressure. What it's used for now was a side effect. Now, the thing is, they claim this, but it only works for 6 weeks to 6 months maximum, and then it reverts back to normal. Biogen, I spoke about it before, and I spoke before the FDA approval. There's 15% downside, but there was 100% upside. My problems with Biogen is, at the moment, Biogen is the best one on the market. My problem with Biogen is it's still not good enough to get approval. It only has emergency use approval. There are issues with it. It got approval because something was needed, and the president stated that we needed. Now, the thing about Biogen is it lasts longer than a Pfizer drug. That's why it got emergency use authorization. They needed something that would they needed to be able to bring in money so they could continue the research. So that's what emergency use gives them. It is an FDA. It is not a FDA approval. So what happens is, while they're carrying on testing it, they can go and sell it. If you have medical insurance, they will say, for instance, Bupa, they will say to you, do you want access to cancer treatment drugs? And you say yes or no. And then they'll say to you, do you want access to experimental treatments that are not on the market yet? And it'll be the same with American treatments. They'll say, they'll say to you, do you want access to experimental treatments of things like Alzheimer's? So they will get access to this. And this company will be able to sell to these companies and even to certain hospitals. It costs $52,000 a treatment. And it does give hope to people. And but on the downside, you've got to realise that a lot of the FDA have started resigning over it because it was voted down 10 to 1. But it was still pushed through. Don't forget to hit that lovely like button, and don't forget the sexy subscribe button. A lot sexier than me, just ask the wife. And if you want to be a hero, hit the bell notification. You'll be notified when a new video gets uploaded. And why not check out the links in the description below. If you're looking for a free trading platform, you get a free share with up to 200 patents dollars, depending on the platform you use. If you deposit a small amount, it got through because it was better than what was on the market at the time, which is the way it should be. Emergency use, they could pulled up emergency use like they did with Johnson & Johnson. Now, Annovis Bio, I think. Now, if you look, we won't bother looking at Pfizer because it's a huge company, a lot bigger than any of these. You know, this is like a $250 billion company. You could have Biogen, which is now a $60 billion company. Don't go by the share price, go by the market cap. Annovis is a $632 million company, so it's not a big cap. It's not a big company, and you have it. You know, it's you see it here, and it's all by insiders. Hardly any institutions are in there. You can see where they don't have any but the good thing is that their assets outweigh their liabilities. Now, the problem with it is their assets have been declining, liabilities have been growing. What is the good thing about this? I'll show you. I think they don't just have one drug. They have a few. They're not just looking to. They're looking to reverse the entire process, and they in the second half of 2021, which we're in now, and up to July and August, they have quite a few catalysts coming. People look at the fact that there was dilution. Oh no. But then they started getting phase 2 data coming out, all promising, and I think this can overtake Biogen. Now, I think you should look through this, look through their reports, spend some time, and look at their pipeline. Now, thing is, you don't want to come in when the approval's done, because then it will be too late. And I think this, in my opinion, will be better than Biogen. Biogen, what will happen is you will get some people selling off, taking profits, which you saw a couple of days after. You will get a few people buying in, but if this company comes out with treatment as well, you will see it. You will see all the money going into this, because it's not just Alzheimer's and dementia, it's Down syndrome, Parkinson's, and stroke victims. They've entered phase 3. You'll see here for a couple of conditions. They're doing 5 different conditions. They're doing trials for 5 different conditions, and they've entered phase 2 for 2 of them. They're about to enter phase 2 for the other 3, and they're about to enter phase 2 for another treatment. And I do think this company is one worth getting into. Remember, it is speculative. If it gets turned down, it could drop like a stone. So do your own research, do your own due diligence. Do not listen to anyone like an idiot on the internet like me. And I'll see you in the next video.